Absolutely.
No, well, hey, that's not one.
All right. Delayed in TV. Says it's live.
Says it's
Live.
dun, dun, dun.
All right. You want me to start the? Yes, I'm gonna change the chat over. All right. Whenever you're ready. That may blow your
Ladies and
hey,
gentlemen.
Brady. This may blow your doors. I don't know.
Sounds good to me.
Well, when I play this intro, so be ready.
Yeah, it gets a little loud.
Okay, go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the live YouTube special show. You're already getting ready to start the show here as DC's changing everything over. This is DND Dynamite 80s. You good? Can't hear it. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. You can't hear that?
One with a hint.
No, I've got this thing. But it's good. It's all right. Are you kidding me? No, it's fine. All you can do is cue me. I can hear everything.
All
right. All right. So, DH, how are you?
Hey, doing well, brother. How are you this
I'm
week?
doing great.
As you can tell, we're off to a flying start.
Yeah,
on this
like you,
podcast.
kind of like normal. It's about like normal
It is
for us.
normal. Hey, dude,
So if
listen,
everything went smooth as we
wouldn't
always
know what to
wanted,
do.
yeah, we would.
Yeah,
That would really freak us out.
Hey, we're doing our live broadcast here. We're at the Roy
Barberi Theatre, man. Brentwood.
1724 General George Patton Drive in
Yes, sir.
Brentwood. Come on out and see the show tonight. DC, I'm excited about this one, brother.
Yeah,
It's going to be
we
a
got a
fun
special
show.
guest.
We got a special
Yeah.
guest
Guest
host
host.
over here, and we're going to let him dominate the show because I'm going to take the night off and take the number two here and get ready to
Right.
watch the show.
Well, we both might need to take
Yeah.
a night off.
Hey, it's going to be an amazing show, folks. Get out here and watch. But let's do our introduction for our special guest host.
Yay! Yeah, we got the rock and roll reverend.
What is up,
Yes,
brother?
Brady.
Yes.
Our brother.
Yes.
So-
You know, the last
So, Brady,
time.
how are you?
I'm doing great.
You know, Brady, the last time we talked to you, you were out playing top golf while we were having to work. I don't know
Right.
how that works.
But at
all.
least he joined in.
yeah, well, yeah, he joined in.
So,
Came
I
in
did.
live.
Well, the thing is, I was so far ahead of everybody else that I thought, you know what, I got time to go to the lounge and sit and talk to my brothers a little bit. You know?
There you go.
Right.
See, but we're always so far behind. We don't have time to catch
Sure.
up.
That was,
We don't keep
that was
moving.
y'all's New Year's Eve.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
End of the year show.
Year
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
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 So Brady, kind of catch us up on what's been going on, man. You've been busy. I've been following you on social media, man.
Yes,
Every
he
time I look
has.
up, you're in a different place.
I know, I am, and that's where the hair went. It just went everywhere, you know. No, I've just been. I mean, we were writing books and getting things going, pouring into a lot of artists, and just training them and mentoring a lot of people, and really getting excited about doing this right here, right behind
Yes,
everybody.
sure,
And
yes.
because I mean, we're sitting right off the stage right here, and we're ready to
Oh, it's
ready
gonna
to
be
rock and
amazing.
roll. You know, I've always wondered. People call it stage right, they call it stage left, and I still don't know which it is.
You know what? I call it stage left because every time I go near one, they say you got to leave now.
Well,
See?
I call it stage fright.
Okay, there you go. That works too.
That works.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's going to be an amazing show tonight, folks.
Absolutely.
Just to throw in, we are going to do some live shots once the show's going
Yes.
as well.
Mhm.
So come on out if you ever want to have your face on D&D Dynamite 80s.
It's your
Tonight's
time
the
to do
night.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight's the night.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
man, Brady, like I said, you have been super busy, brother, and you're doing a lot of great work out there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So just kind of tell us some things that are coming up for you.
Yeah, well, we've got quite a few projects in the making right now. Some I can talk about. Some I'm
On the whole,
not,
yeah.
yes, you know, not privileged. It sounds like I'm important, but really I'm just wearing the headphones. You know. But there's a lot of things coming up. We've got some pretty big shows coming. Some of the things that I've got going on personally in traveling and speaking and stuff is we're primarily on the road about. I mean, for 28 years, I was on the road over 30 weeks a year traveling, speaking.
Yeah.
And so, this March I'll celebrate 35 years doing what I'm doing. So
That's amazing.
I thought I'm gonna settle down,
Yeah.
not do this as much. Sure enough, out of nowhere, I'm on the road.
Different
like crazy.
place.
Yeah. And I love doing this. I mean, singing and performing is something.
That's
that,
a fun release time.
Yes.
Man, I never thought I would enjoy it as much as I do. But man, when it hit, it's like I told y'all before. I pushed that beach ball under the pool water in 1986, and that ball came back up 2.5 years ago.
Right.
So much so that now in Nashville, I mean, we've just promised that you'll go to You go to the grocery store and they'll be, hey, Rock and Roll Reverend, we know you.
Yeah,
We're
sure.
this.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. But
And-
we do, you're right, though. We've got some people coming just to sit in with us tonight that are absolutely phenomenal.
Amazing. Every individual, amazing individual. Speaking of amazing,
Yes.
I see right over your shoulder.
Yeah, you're gonna have to introduce.
You're talking about keeping everything organized, but now I'm gonna put you on the spot because I'm gonna have you do this.
Absolutely.
It better be good.
And I can turn it over to the most beautiful blonde I have in the world, and that's Shannon, my favoriteest person in all the world. But you guys have done.
That's not what you said before she walked out here.
No,
That was a different one through the door.
No, I told everybody she found me on vacation. I was the last resort. But you guys have done a couple. I know my interview that you guys did with me was at a gentleman's house in his guitar room.
Yes.
Right.
Had all the guitars, and then you had Kimberly Dom on.
Kim
recently,
Dom. Yeah.
And Kimberly was in that same room.
Yes.
Well, we
Yes.
kept talking about this guy as if you guys knew him, and it is Shannon's dad, and his name is Mr. Larry Miller.
Larry, yes.
And Larry has come to sit in with us for a few minutes.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh,
And he
fantastic.
came because he's an old
Wow.
school guitar player.
Look
and
at this.
musician.
Wow. That is
So,
amazing.
Larry, come on in and sit down, man.
Larry, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Sit down and
Thank
tell
you
me
so much.
something.
It's a pleasure to meet you. We
Larry,
appreciate
it's
you
a
coming
thrill.
in.
Yeah,
Your-
man.
Your guitar wall.
You wanna put these on?
Background that they've had.
No, you're good.
Has been. It's amazing to see. And we were talking to Shannon a little bit earlier, and she was telling us you have these amazing stories. So not only do we want to visit with you tonight, but we want to do a live show.
Yeah,
with
we
you.
want to have you
Yeah,
on
we
for
can get
sure.
that
We got to
set
hear
up.
some of those stories.
Oh my God.
So if you don't mind, Larry, if you'll just kind of share, a little bit about yourself.
Well, the thing is, so this picture that you saw, that's from 1964.
Look at this thing. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm right over here, and this is the guitar that's in that picture.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Let me hold that
awesome.
over this
How
way.
cool.
Look at this
Look
thing,
at that
y'all.
guitar.
Oh,
That is
sorry about that,
awesome.
guys.
That is
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
it's a 1963
Beautiful.
Harmony Silvertone.
Beautiful.
Absolutely
Look at that.
beautiful.
Wow.
Bought at Sears for $99 back
Wow.
then.
That's something.
Now, but it's worth a heck of a lot more than that. It's got P90 pickups. I mean, that's
Yeah.
for a young man. Because I was 13
Yes.
years old when we got that. So
Wow.
Isn't that
Fantastic.
amazing?
That is
Beautiful.
amazing.
The problem is if this guitar could talk.
I don't want to hear it.
I was going to say, Shannon's starting to blush up there.
Dad will tell it. He'll tell the stories.
Well, yes, and that's what we heard you have a lot of amazing stories. You want to share one with us tonight?
oh my God.
Let's make Shannon blush really good.
Like that picture. What was that gig
Yes.
that night?
No, that was a private gig. When we say private, we rented the place and we charged people to come in.
Yeah.
And it was packed.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But the greatest one, and I'll talk about the greatest one, was the Battle of the Bands in Clark, in a famous town called Springfield, Ohio, which everybody hears about.
yeah.
Well, that's where I'm from. And the thing is, the Battle of the Bands was gigantic, and there was 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
All around us, and somehow we were connected with the electricity up from the whatever. So they're all around us, and I got stage fright. Now,
Did you?
yeah, but here's the deal, and I never played again in front of a group ever.
Wow.
Yeah, she didn't know that, but I never played again
Wow.
until I was 60 at a birthday party at my house.
Yeah.
But I was also drank a half bottle of Cabassier.
And he doesn't drink anymore.
Right.
For
Yeah.
obvious reasons.
But heck, and we played
Had
some
the little
we played some
liquid
Led Zeppelin
encouragement.
songs
Yeah.
Oh.
with a group called, what was that group called?
The Pernicoff brothers.
Yeah.
Unbelievable guys.
But Larry will be making his debut with the Roy Band.
Yeah, we got
Oh, awesome.
Either
Yeah.
at our next show
It's
Awesome.
probably going to be
or June.
Oh, we got to make that.
Yes.
The-
We got to definitely
Let-
make
it'll
let-
that.
be in June.
Yeah,
So probably June.
let me just say this: the go-to song for father and daughter here for years has been "You Really Got Me."
Oh,
Except-
great one.
And like he said a while ago, he said, "Yeah, but I played the Kinks version."
Oh, well, that was from
Yeah.
the 60s. Yeah.
That's
Sure,
right. That's
right,
right. So,
yes.
so we've already got it worked out. He's going to sit on sit
Wow,
on stage. with
that's
us.
amazing.
Oh,
We'll have to
Citrus.
be here for that.
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And plus, I got to get him on the trampoline because I want him to jump off that jump riser like I do. You know,
Well, I don't know about that.
Got to get the legs in shape. Got to get the legs in shape.
Out of
Yeah.
all the guests we've had in 5 years, you are the sharpest.
Come on
dressed
now.
individual
No, well, that's
ever
true.
been on
Because
this
of her.
show. underdressed over here in my D&D shirt.
I'm
Oh
telling
yeah,
you.
yeah, I'm underdressed.
I'm
Sure.
telling you, man. That's incredible.
I can't, that's going to be amazing. So, folks, we'll definitely get the information out when
Yeah.
Larry's going to be on stage.
Got to get
for
out here and
everyone to
see
join.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you know what? If anybody wants to look at any of his collection, go back and look at either the interview y'all did with me or Kimberly
Kimberly
Dahl.
Dahl.
Just
It's
a
an
couple,
amazing
2-3 months
collection,
ago, and it
yes.
was incredible.
Yeah.
It's an amazing collection.
We took it over. The problem was, I told him, I said, both times we've done it, you've been out of town, so it's been, you know.
Well, it's going to take over your house.
I know. I'd have you
Yeah.
sitting in
I
there.
was surprised.
Yeah.
I wish the heck I was there.
Hey, I recognize that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going through YouTube going, wait a minute.
That's my house.
But hey, you guys did a great deal that night because I watched it. I
Yeah.
was impressed.
Yeah.
And,
These guys are first rate.
And you had Kimberly's guitars up there too.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
told him you had a shrine to it.
Yeah, I do. I was trying to.
Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing. But
So I
yeah,
appreciate this. It's really good.
I know.
oh,
Thank
we
you very
appreciate
much.
you
We
coming.
appreciate
Yeah,
y'all
appreciate
so
you.
much.
Thanks for
Yeah,
coming,
so
Larry.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you,
Well,
man.
Larry, we definitely want to get that set up. And do a
Yeah,
full show and get some
absolutely.
good stories.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, we
So
got
we'll-
stories.
Kind of.
Okay. and
Oh.
Shannon says, unfortunately, we know where to find her. So.
That's right. That's right. She knows where we are, you know.
All right. Thank you, Larry.
It's,
Thank you, Larry.
you know, it's incredible because when I sit and talk with him, for Larry to be, Larry's in his early 70s, and he's getting ready to retire. Worked for the same company for 52 years.
Amazing.
Getting ready to retire in April. And the thing is, when I sit and talk with him about music, it's not just Beatles and the Monkees and the 60s. We go into, he was just talking about, he was talking about Van Halen and Eddie's Tone, and he was talking about, we're talking about Guns N' Roses, and we're talking about all this. So he's the most hip, up to date, at least on our kind of music,
Right,
and
yeah.
our kind of stuff,
Right,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden somebody walks in that just makes you go, you've got to be kidding me, you know.
Right.
And when Dave Clow walks in, you
Yeah.
just give it up for Dave
Everything
Clow, man.
stops.
Yes, everything. We all
Everything
stop.
stops.
We all start the we're not worthy.
Yeah. Everything stops.
My rock and roll partner right here, man. I'm telling you. Oh, shoot.
Dave, how's it going?
We're backwards. What's going on?
Yeah, right.
Expecting to see me over there.
We wanted to mess you up.
This
to
show
start
is
out.
always backwards.
Yeah, it's
It
always
doesn't matter
backwards
where we
anyway.
are, so it's all good.
So that's about normal for us.
Yes. Well, first off, thank you for joining us.
Hey,
We appreciate you taking
I
time
didn't
out.
mind at all that they came and took my food away.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you're preparing for a show.
I didn't even
and-
bring it up.
Yeah, we told them after the show after this show we were gonna eat right before we come out and film, so they were limiting what you guys could have. So.
Right. Yeah, they cut back on that. So.
I literally was mid-bite when
Yeah,
Shannon
yeah.
came over with, nope,
That's true.
you're on.
All right, I'm going to ask him the first
Yes,
question
go ahead.
because he's my rock and roll
Go
partner.
ahead.
First concert that you remember going to.
Oh, going to? That's easy.
All right.
I saw, this doesn't age me.
It will. It's
Hey,
We're all
Lawrence Welk. He's in Lawrence Welk.
With the tiny
the bubbles.
The
The bubbles going.
God help us.
Mozart, he was live.
Yeah.
No, I was, let's see,
Oh.
the very first one was Donovan was the first band I saw. They were opening up for Yes.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Wow, what an
Wow.
amazing
That is
Remember
yeah.
Donovan?
Of course.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
What an amazing concert.
Haven't heard that name in a while.
Were
I've
you-
heard of
I
it.
know.
Were you already playing guitar at that
Oh
point?
yeah.
You were.
That's
Okay.
why. And I was like, I don't want to age myself, so I was like 2. No, I was like 14 or something, and
Yeah.
like had my parents had any idea what concerts were like, they would have said.
X
Right.
that. Yeah, they would have X'd that. Yeah.
So what I kind of like would like to kind of dive into is kind of give us a history of your progression from the time you started playing guitar till here we are tonight.
Well, how much time do we have?
34 seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
You have 20 seconds left.
This is your life in 30 seconds. Yeah.
No, I just started playing at the school in a free program. I didn't learn much, and then but I just played on my own for years, and then I got a job at 15 years old working in a music store, and that changed my life because I started meeting all the great players around Wheeling, West Virginia area.
Okay.
I was in Ohio, but some really great players play in that area. They're very talented. And and so I learned a lot. And then one of the guys that started teaching there became like a mentor. Dave Bishop, if you're out there listening.
Yeah.
And then he,
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Good to see you, Dave.
he wanted me to, or he went off to Cincinnati University, Cincinnati Conservatory of Music,
Wow.
and said, you should go there and get a degree in jazz guitar. So
Yeah.
I went and auditioned and did not get accepted twice.
Yeah.
So the third year finally made it in and got that degree.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
then I moved to Miami and did some stuff down there, but not too much. And then I came here to Nashville. I started touring with some Christian artists that toured out
Yeah.
of Nashville.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My question is this, Dave.
I
Why?
wasn't finished with my life story.
Oh, sorry.
He's got a bad habit.
The end. No, just kidding. No, my question was, why this group of musicians to hang out with like you do?
Yeah. So, I had actually had a little studio. I have a studio in Brentwood, in my house basement thing, and I had just done all the music for Chick-fil-A that you hear in the restaurants all over the country.
Yeah.
But I had spent like 3 years by myself in my little studio.
Yeah.
Cranking out these songs, over 100 and something songs, and so another friend said, hey, this is new family. They're starting a place and they're looking for teachers and things. So I thought, what, I would love to just get out of my basement once a week or whatever. And I came over here and I met Roy and we hit it off. And then we started. We started as just a rehearsal band. Saturday morning, just to get together, and we're like, hey, we own a theater. Let's include myself in ownership of that. It's like ours.
Right.
But,
Claim it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we just practicing every Saturday and very diligently, and I got the best players around. Come
Yes, definitely.
join us.
I mean, I tell everybody that, these guys are the pros. Me and Roy are the hacks. We're the hacks in this thing.
But I just want to say thank you for one thing. When I go to Chick-fil-A and have to go back and order more nuggets because that music's enticing me, now I know who to blame.
Yeah, it'll be it's Dave's fault.
It's not my cravings.
Yeah.
It's the music.
After COVID, they started playing all kind of stuff, not just my
Right.
that I did. But I still hear mine every now and then. One of my songs in there, just instrumental.
That is cool.
Yes.
They wrote he wrote that song for Chick-fil-A. Says Jesus hates COVID. So, and this is your song, and I thought that was yours. Yeah. But I'm telling you, Dave is one of the most talented human beings that I know.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Everyone on that stage tonight, folks. Like I said, if you get a chance to get out, if you don't have anything going on tonight, or even if you do, bring your date down.
Come
here
out
to
here
Brentwood.
anyway. Yeah.
Come on down 17.
Bring your sweetheart.
General George Patton
Yeah.
Drive. Come on out. It's going to be an amazing show.
Yeah. 7 o'clock.
Dave, thank you for
Dave,
joining us.
thank
We
you.
appreciate you. Look
Thank you so
forward to
much.
the
Now
show.
we bring on Rob.
Oh, I know. I'm telling you, it's amazing. I'm telling you, Dave is one of those people that he's so versatile as a guitar. He came over to my apartment, grabbed one of my guitars, and was just throwing this jazz stuff down. I was like, who are you? But speaking of jazz and multi-talented,
Oh,
we
absolutely.
have the amazing Rob Ray sitting here, and this man can play anything that's got a knob on it, a key, a button. It's just amazing.
No strings.
No strings. That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
Stay away from strings.
Yeah.
Listen, the only thing I can play with a button is a radio. I have to turn it
I
on.
know,
That's
I know.
about it for me.
That's
Well, I may make. Yeah, and I may
If it has
make.
a button I can press and it makes a good noise.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Oh, Rob. I'm telling
Well,
you.
Rob, thank you for joining us first off.
Yeah, man.
And, we appreciate you coming in. Going to be an amazing show tonight. But tell everybody out there a little bit about your background.
Oh man. So I've just been playing keyboards as long as I've been alive, basically. So as soon as they let me start taking lessons, I started taking lessons and just never stopped. So
That's awesome.
And then I found the piano is cool, but I like making other sounds too. So when the '80s hit, and I got some synthesizers,
Oh, yes.
I'm telling you.
figuring out all kinds of weird sounds that you can make with that stuff.
I tell everybody that I probably would have never got on stage had there not been a keytar in the mix, and his keytar just.
To me, that's the
That's the
coolest.
I'm telling you.
Oh, it is.
It
I'm
is.
Cool. That's just cool.
Rob's always like, Brady, you're such a spider monkey. I don't want to get in your way. And I go, you come out. That's all that matters is that keytar, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
and he can get. I mean, the way that he can acquire the 80s sounds
Yes.
on all of that. It's just it's the sounds, and he
Yes.
can just bring them right in.
And,
It's
and
amazing.
that's what amazing.
There's
we
not
were-
another decade that's done that. Is
I
there?
mean,
No,
it's
no,
just, it's
it's-
so much fun.
It put its signature
Yeah.
on the decade, didn't it?
Yeah, you know, and that's the amazing part is the sound that comes in this studio. And folks, I'm telling you, I know a lot of you because we had a lot of comments.
Brings
come up
back
the
some
last time we did some
fun
live
memories.
shots, and one of the major comments was, "Is that a guitar?" And I was
I'm
like,
telling you.
"Yes,
Yes.
it's amazing."
I'm telling you, it wouldn't surprise me if I turn around and it's right there by me. And I'll be honest with you, a little pee comes out every time I see it. You know, that's TMI for you folks, but I'm the Reverend, so
That's
there
just
you go.
the,
You know?
that's just the old age in it.
That may be it.
Exactly.
It's because Rob's
Right.
inciting a riot in my prostate.
That's
You know?
what the D&D stands for. Depends. It depends.
And with that, thanks, Rob, for coming in. You know,
We appreciate
We're going to end on the depends.
Right.
Rob, have a great show.
Yeah,
We
man,
appreciate
thanks
it.
so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Rob,
Glad
appreciate
to
it.
have you.
So I'm telling you that the guy he's so talented, y'all.
Oh, amazing,
my
yes.
gosh. I mean,
Folks, I'm telling you, the musicians that are going to be on stage tonight, you need to get out here because you're talking about a talented group of individuals that.
Here comes another one.
I'm
Oh,
telling
here comes
you. Now we're in trouble.
Now the show's
We
starting.
got Birchie.
I took David Birch to my hometown of Martin, Tennessee.
Right.
And we put him on the big stage downtown, and I introduced him unashamedly, and he blushed. I've never seen the man blush. He blushed. I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Martin, Tennessee, I want you to welcome the single greatest drummer in Nashville is Dave Birch." And he
Hardly.
he winced a little bit, but you know he did hold his sticks up and twirl and say, "You talking about me? You talking about me?" But Dave Birch is here, y'all.
Yes,
I mean,
the man.
the man.
Dave, how are you?
See, man.
Good to
The
see you.
man-
Good to see you tonight.
Man,
Thank you for joining us.
The legend.
I'm telling you, folks, in warm up back here, man. I'm back here and I'm just like living the dream.
Getting the drum beat.
He's
going.
out there and he's
Oh.
wearing it out. I'm just
Yeah.
living the dream back here.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Well, talk to us about that. The drums, what was that? Your music choice? Your instrument
I don't know,
choice.
It's one of those things where I just naturally kind of lean toward playing the drums.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things you gravitate towards certain instruments
Sure.
or singing, and it was drums for me.
Okay.
I mean, Brady's a drummer too. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, since I was 3 years old.
Wow.
But that explains a lot. When you know, it's like Eddie Van Halen used to say about Alex Van Halen. He said, "When you make a living beating things with a stick, what do you expect?" You know. So that's kind of where we are.
Yeah.
You know, Dave is the driving force, and if I'm gelling with anybody, I'm going to the drummer,
Yes.
which means I have to crawl up on that thing, and then I have to jump off. And we have to. But it's him that causes all
So,
that.
Dave, I gotta ask, when Reverend gets up there, have you ever pushed him? Just before he's
Or
ready
wanted
go?
to?
Give him a
Oh, I
little
wanted to
bit.
sometimes, but I can't reach him because I'm behind
Right.
some plexiglass.
Right.
I've almost pushed the plexiglass into him, you know, a couple of times.
Not intentionally.
Not
Just
intentionally,
kind
no.
of nudge everything
No.
forward, see where he goes.
Everybody out there could come unplugged, fall apart, fall down, faint. I don't know, go get a bite. But we can't let the drummer go down.
Nope.
You know?
So, Dave, tell us what is one of, besides playing here with the Roy Band, what is one of your favorite all-time experiences that you've experienced as a musician?
Oh, ooh. Man, I need to think about that. Oh man, the biggest crowd I played in front of was a stadium in Colorado. It was I was playing with Steve Green,
Yeah.
and it was
Yes.
a men's conference that started like
Promise keeper.
it was like one of the first
Yes.
big
Okay.
Promise Keepers.
Okay.
I was with an orchestra.
Yeah.
I was playing with Steve Green. It's like 60,000 men
Wow.
praying, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a believer, so
Yeah.
it was like
Yes.
God was moving,
Yes.
and be a part of that.
It's amazing.
It's an amazing experience.
Sure.
I mean, that's one of many experiences playing music that sticks out to me. But that was like amazing.
amazing.
And it's crazy too, and I hate to interject.
No,
but
no, please.
I started my national and international ministry through Promise Keepers. So, these guys like Dave, and Dave Clow, all these guys, we've all been like, I used to be like the token preacher they bring to these big Christian music festivals like Kingdom Fest and Creation
I
Fest.
played at a lot of those.
Yeah, I know. So we kind of are determining that we've all been around each other, and now here it is. We're singing Bon Jovi.
I mean, yeah, it's true, but it's all
But
great music.
it
Absolutely.
is amazing how God brings everything together.
Absolutely,
it
does.
Being at a point in
It's
time in
meant to be.
everyone's life.
Meant to be kind of thing.
It's just nuts. But I felt like I just met a long lost brother whenever we connected, and all these people. I mean,
Sure.
it's just amazing to me.
Well, it's a family. You
It
can
is.
tell.
And I think that's the cool part because when we first came down and started talking to everyone,
Yeah.
there was immediate. I mean, it's like
It's
we're just
family.
family.
Yeah, it's just family.
We're
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
Just
so
hanging out.
when we were invited back tonight, I was like, oh man, what an
No
amazing
question.
opportunity. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm still angry that we're not set up on the stage. We need to be just doing this out
Well,
there.
have you seen these faces? They don't want.
Nah, we don't need to do that.
That's,
This is exactly where we need to
Right.
be.
that's why they told me to pull my hat down like this. They said, don't show up on that camera. So anyway, it's amazing.
But
It's
yeah,
amazing to see what's happening with it.
it is. It's amazing how that journey goes through.
Oh.
Yeah, Dave, we appreciate your time tonight. We're looking
Sure.
forward to the show.
It's going to be a great show.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you so
Man,
much. We appreciate you.
absolutely, brother.
Thank you, Dave. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
folks. I see on the on deck circle the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't even know what to say about this human being.
It's speechless. Speechless.
All I say is that if you don't like this up there, it's his fault. It's in there. Ladies and gentlemen,
Roy, get in here.
Yes.
Mr. Roy Barberi.
Yes.
Hi, brother.
We're talking about Brady now.
Yeah,
Right? yeah.
That's right. You put those on if
I
you
take
want.
my ears out so I can take my other ears in. I guess.
So this man, not only does he own and operate this studio, but Roy, we'll just back up to back in the 80s. This man was playing on Pensacola Beach in a rock band, and
Sons of Beaches. Shout out.
Woo-hoo!
What was the name of the
That's
band?
That's a great name for a band.
Hawthorne Beach Party Band.
all right,
That's a great band name.
Do you want some useless trivia?
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Did you know that
Always.
Bon Jovi put out 7,800 degree Fahrenheit, then they put out Slippery When Wet, and the New Jersey album was supposed to have been titled Sons of Beaches.
Yes, I knew that.
So you could have
Amazing.
sued and made a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, I mean, because my banner would have certainly carried the day in court, for sure.
One of the things I want to let people know that is your heart forgiven as well.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
like
man.
you were on, it was the New Year's Eve show, and we were talking about the Magic Yarn
Oh,
project.
that was fun.
And without hesitation,
Yeah.
man, you jumped in and said, "Hey,
We're gonna do
I want to
something
do
with that."
something
Yeah.
here." So
Yeah.
I want everybody out there to know, not only are you an amazing musician, an amazing individual,
Just a
but
great man.
What a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could
man.
you get him to say that again?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
no,
I don't have it- I don't have it written down.
I had that wrote down.
Okay.
I'm out of cash, though.
Here's the 20.
yeah.
Give it under the table here.
Well, listen, and in all seriousness, I have a big family or whatever. I think kids are pretty special, and I think I can't think of a more important thing to invest in people. I think things are cool, they're fun, they're useful, and all that, but people are the best thing to invest
Yes,
in.
sure.
And I particularly love investing in little people, which is part of why we have this space here, as you guys know. So I didn't mean to get weird, but I just think it's pretty cool.
No, I think
Kids
it's
are
amazing.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
amazing, and that was going to kind of lead me to
That was my next
for
question
you,
too. Yeah.
Is the vision you've developed here, the teaching,
How did all
the
that came
college, the
about?
performance,
Yeah.
How did all that come into play?
I'll be real honest. It was my wife's idea. I mean,
Really?
she's an idea factory, much more creative than I am, and she's a good businesswoman too. But at the time we had 12 kids, and they were all going to different places, and so my wife said it would be really great if we had a place where we could just take them all. And I said, well, I don't have the money, but let's look. I just believe if you don't get started, you'll never get finished, and we'll figure out how to cross the bridge when we get there. So it was like weeks later we found an incredible deal in this space here, and we only had the other half. And then anyway, that's how it began, because the story could get long.
Yeah, it's just so amazing because as teachers and educators, when I pull up to a place like this, and there was an individual, and he's got a place in Smyrna that my son took guitar lessons from like the time he was 5 all the way up. But it's just the amazing gift that you're giving back, not only when you're on that stage, but to these kids,
The young
to
kids,
these kids, to everyone. So I want to personally thank you and appreciate what you're doing.
That's
You know,
Appreciate that.
I appreciate that, but it's easy to give a lot when you've been given a lot. So
Mhm.
I was lucky to grow up with a mom and dad that loved me and maybe do hard things, and I didn't want to do them and all that crazy
Sure.
stuff. But yeah, I'm grateful. Absolutely.
Can you give us a little for the folks out there? And folks, again, 1724 General George Patton
Come
Drive
on
here
down.
in Brentwood. Come on
Brentwood,
down.
come on in.
Give us a little
7 o'clock start.
Roy Band right there.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little insight on what we might see tonight?
Um,
I'm just gonna be quiet.
That was a loaded question.
okay, well, first of all, we discussed mooning people, but we decided that was probably a bad idea. We were just
People may
thinking,
exit.
we were going all
this.
80s,
This
you know?
We can do the
This-
reverse.
this.
Yeah, we can do the reverse.
No, I mean it's going to be a bucket load of rock and roll. I mean we are going to just pour it on as hard as we can in set one, and there will be no reprieve for set two. And we hope everybody walks out of here exhausted and tired and says, I don't know what just happened, but I liked it.
Yeah,
That's our goal. That's it.
I guarantee you they will.
They most certainly will.
Marshals are going to do their job. I broke out my Charvel for the show. I haven't played in quite a while from my original guitar from the 80s. A little beat up, but it's functioning. So yeah.
So Roy, Tammy from Totally Cool 80s wants me to give you a shout out.
Yeah.
Hey,
Great
Hi,
to see
Tammy. I know you're on.
Hey,
How you
Appreciate
doing?
it. So she's on tonight, and she wants to. Well, I guess this was earlier. I missed this one. She wanted to know if we got to chat with Shannon, so we did. So
Yes,
maybe
and
we
I
can
have
chat.
got both of her trivia books and was reading them this afternoon. They're incredible.
They're amazing.
They're
And she
incredible.
also
She's a great lady.
She also said to tell all of y'all, God bless you all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
God bless her.
So yeah. So
Come-
Tammy, thank you.
Come visit soon. We got lots of
Yes.
things to do.
Yes.
Yes. So yes, it's. But I mean, the shows here. Well, I was going to say some of the live shots we got, the feedback we got was amazing.
Out the roof.
Yeah.
And that's what we were telling everyone. Hey, get out here because you've never seen such a great group of musicians.
Oh,
It's
man.
a talented group of musicians.
Well, and it's like we
So,
said
an
with
artist.
some of the other members, it's a family.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
tell it's a family.
It is.
I think
And
you know.
that is what shows to the crowd.
Well, the band is amazing. I think I really do. I'm not talking about me.
absolutely.
When I say that, I always forget like I'm a part, but like the band itself is a machine, and that is all true. But I think the magic is that this is a place where this band, although they are paid, are under zero pressure at all. My only goal for the people on our stage, whoever it is, Brady, the band, anyone else.
Yeah.
Look, I just want you to have a good time.
That's it.
For 2 hours.
That's all we care.
For God's sake, let it go. Let's just have a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I think, for me, that's where it's at.
Oh,
That- absolutely. That's
Roy,
what's
I'm going
happening.
to tell you, and I said this just a minute ago. It kind of the first time we were here, it's kind of clicked because it's like we're all family. I mean,
Yeah.
it just fit in.
Absolutely.
But I do want
That's what it
one
makes you feel
notation made, DC.
Uh-oh.
He said paid. I haven't got to that point yet.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You won't get to that
I
point.
won't get to that.
You're
point.
not gonna get
Wait a
paid.
minute, that's
You got to finish the job.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
that's right.
Well,
right.
that's the problem. We never quite get.
No,
that
we don't
right.
get
So-
finished.
and that's Waffle House on Fridays.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe
So,
you get paid
see,
then.
I do because he has to.
Yeah,
buy-
'cause I keep
You always lose.
And,
I'm
I
always
let
losing.
him choose which group he wants, but I still been there.
That's the thing of it. It's
I know.
great. It's
I
great.
know. Roy,
Roy,
I'll,
Roy,
I'll
thank
Hey,
see
you so
yeah.
much.
Thank you guys so much.
see
Thank you.
soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate
much,
you.
brother.
Well,
Appreciate you,
there,
brother.
ladies and gentlemen,
I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Won't
Can
be
you
long.
take my head off.
Take your head off. There you go. Thanks, Roy.
All right.
Hey,
Ladies
y'all,
and gentlemen.
listen. You better straighten up now.
I'm
because
telling
I
you,
It's
have-
all
I have
coming
been
in,
Hello.
straight
coming
up.
clear.
Listen, this is our first time to talk on
Oh.
a podcast, so I don't know
So-
if we can do
So
this.
Kimberly says we just interviewed. We're going to see how Brady does tonight. You can gauge him.
Yeah. She's an expert.
She
Yeah, you're
carried,
like
That's
Yeah,
what
it's
they say.
she carried our show. The folks were like, "Well, you guys just shut up and let
Yeah, let
Kimberly
her talk and let her do it.
Well, I remember when she was on with you guys, and
That was so fun.
I just remember Kimberly. I mean, I was sitting there thinking of questions and questions and questions, and I thought, well, wait a minute, I am going to get to be with the guys here with you. So, Miss Kimberly Dahm is here. I mean,
Oh,
the rock
amazing.
star
The rock
herself. You know, this
Thank
is
you.
rock legend,
Great to
lady.
meet you.
great to see you.
It's great
And,
to see you.
Good to see you.
Great to see you again.
how many years were you in Boston? I have to ask.
Total 10, but there was
Wow.
there was a little break in there because I had paralyzed my right arm for a little bit.
So, yeah, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so Tom Schultz. You played
Yep.
with Tom.
And Brad.
I did not know this until I
Gary.
saw a YouTube video that you had been on stage with Brad,
Oh yeah.
the lead
3
singer,
years.
Brad Dell.
Yes.
For those that may not know,
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
right.
Brad Dell, our dear friend Gary Peel,
Yes.
of course.
Love.
Michael Sweet.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
She was
what
one-
an
yes.
entertainer.
Yeah.
What a great entertainer.
What
and what
did-
a great voice.
What
I mean,
did being in that organization teach you that you had not known until then?
wow.
That's a loaded
lot.
question.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
great
I
question.
worked hard on
That was a
That
great
is a great-
question.
I think that's
He
the
showed
question
us
of the
up.
year.
Yeah.
He showed us
Well,
up.
that's not hard.
What did you? Because you were already, you were rock star royalty before that.
Yeah.
No,
An artist,
no.
songwriter, everything.
I had done it all for sure, but I mean, being in that made you really hone in and become as great as you can be. You know what I mean? Like really listen to everything. And of course, I hadn't played bass before I was in the band.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
She
interview
told
we
us
talked
that.
about
Yeah,
it.
we
She
talked
said
about it.
that was
She
an
played
amazing
crazy.
story, by the way.
So it was a little terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't think I took a breath for about 3 years because I'd look over and there's Brad right next to me and Tom on the next to him, and it was crazy. I was just like, and Gary was right beside me on the other side, and Jeff Neal, and
I have to
Oh,
just
my
imagine
goodness.
that Brad Delp, if he were still with us, could probably sound just like he always did in
Yeah.
my mind.
yeah, I mean, absolutely. I just can't say enough good things.
What
about
got you
him.
into songwriting?
I remember writing poems as a little girl, and then I played the flute first, and I realized I hadn't heard of Jethro Tull, so I didn't know that you could sing and play the flute. So
I was thinking about Ron Burgundy. I'm sorry.
On the table.
I should have, but I was really young. So third grade I picked up the flute, and then sixth grade I picked up the guitar.
Really?
Yeah. And then from there.
And you just
kinda-
you take those poems and put them to music as best
Yeah,
you could?
yeah, it just kind of helped me work through troubled times, as a kid, moving around and trying to get your feet under you. It just kind of gave me a place to kind of zone and to try and put into words how you're feeling. It's crazy. It's like it's really it's difficult. It's fun. It's a puzzle. Like sometimes you'll get the word at the end,
Right.
and then
Sure.
there's a word here, or I don't know, and then you have to fill in the blanks.
And I think that was
That would be the hardest thing
Yeah.
ever.
I was going to say
Filling
that
in
was
the
one of the
blanks.
coolest things you brought up when we were talking on the previous show was you would get bits and pieces, and then to have that ability to put it together. Because if we had bits and pieces, it's not.
It would be bits and pieces.
It would be like
I was gonna say y'all have bits and pieces.
Yeah,
You know?
it'd be
Yeah, that's
like
all we're gonna have.
It'd be like
I didn't
want
wanna say it.
Gatorade bottle. So yeah, that's
Well,
not
we're
hard with you.
We're trying not to jinx our show,
You're
tonight,
right,
so
right.
we're just being
Right.
first degree,
Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely.
But I think that is just such an amazing talent how you bring all that together.
That's so kind.
And I guess my question to that is there a certain process you use when you do it, or is it just kind of like you're just flowing?
Oh goodness. Lyrics to me are kind of like clouds in a way. They kind of are coming in, and if you stop for a moment, they'll kind of just tell you what it is. Like
Exactly.
I don't really
Yes.
push it. If I push it, it's not gonna be a great
Yeah.
song. If I wait for it, if I have the patience within myself to slow myself down, which is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds like
Slow
our
down.
problem on this show. We try to push it,
Yeah.
so we just gotta relax.
Maybe we should slow down.
Just chill out, man.
Great
Slow down.
advice. Just chill out.
That's
It's-
great advice.
It's incredible. And Kimberly can sing anything. She
Oh
can
no,
play.
no, I
She's
can't.
amazing.
No, I
You
can't.
can't. She
But
makes
I
me.
love
It makes me sound like $1 billion more. I mean,
No.
Like I said, folks, if you want to see a great, just probably the most talented group of musicians that I've been around,
Oh.
you need to
You gotta come out and see the
Yeah.
work,
I
man.
think
Come on.
also
Sure.
now, I
Yeah.
think also tonight, is it live on YouTube? I know we're gonna do some shots.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not
I think
sure.
we were told
Yeah, that's right.
it's gonna be live on YouTube. So if you
So
can't
get on
make it out,
YouTube and check
get
these
on
guys
YouTube
out.
and
For
check
sure.
them out.
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah,
It's
come
gonna
out and
be
see 'em
amazing.
Thank you
live.
guys.
Thank
I'm
you so
gonna
much.
dodge
Thank you,
and
thank you,
bring
thank
up
you,
the
thank
absolutely.
you.
It's a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Love you
You
guys.
too.
DND, man. Dynamite.
Yes.
Dynamite, we're rocking. I'm telling you, you talk about rock and roll royalty. I mean, she is,
Oh,
and one of
amazing.
the most.
Absolutely.
She's got more talent in her pinky finger. It's just amazing, and she's got that grit. She's got the tone. You want to harmonize and sing
Yeah.
with somebody like
Yeah,
that.
and well, that's the amazing thing about everyone in this group, and everyone that works here.
Yeah.
Is
So talented.
so amazing and so talented, but yet
great people.
I'm telling you.
Just sit down and have a conversation. I mean, just amazing.
And speaking of like,
Yes.
I don't.
Sean and
I
Kelly
don't
are
even-
the couple.
I don't even want to.
Yes.
I don't even want to call these people next level because they are so far beyond that it's just absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
How are you, man? Good to see you.
y'all.
Well, thank you for taking some
Thanks for
time
having
with
us. Yeah, good to
Thank
see
you
you.
for joining us tonight. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. This right here is these people are beyond exceptional.
Yes.
It's just I can't even tell you what they mean to my life, what they mean to the music industry. You know, they're just two, and they got the most amazing little boy that you could ever imagine.
There you go.
His name is Rovin, and he is the man. I'm sure he's here somewhere.
He is here somewhere.
He's in the sound booth, man. We got him.
He's
One
he's
hour,
already,
one
yeah,
hour.
He's already getting it in his blood. Yeah.
One
Yeah,
hour,
he's got it.
you know.
He'll take that mic. Trust me.
I'm telling you, it's
So,
amazing.
Sean Kelly, if you would, just kind of tell us a little bit about yourselves and kind of share with everyone
Yeah.
that music background. Yeah.
Well, I'll go first. I'm born and raised here in Nashville, which if you throw a rock, you'll hit a singer or an entertainer of some sort. And I was one of those. So luckily, just grew up in a town that nurtured that. And I started really young. I started at 10 professionally singing here in town. At this little place called Opryland. I don't know if anybody's local.
Yes,
gosh,
yes,
yeah, we're very familiar with Opryland.
Okay.
Anytime.
So I started performing there when I was a little girl, and then Fox 17 used to have a little kids TV show, and I was that girl that was on TV. So just a working kid that ended up in the studios a lot. They'd hire me. Once you're kind of in that circle, it like would just snowball into like gig after gig after gig. So I grew up what we call a career kid, and but then really in my teens, I got the rare opportunity to tour, singing backup for some amazing artists. Carmen, we've talked about before, the Christian artist, and then Brenda Lee, and that was like probably the one I learned like the most from was Brenda, just the grassroots approach to everything that she does and how she handles everything from the stage show, but then more importantly to people, and that was like the most important part for me. So out of that, I then got signed to Warner Brothers in New York City, moved to New York for 13 years, and then switched kind of the sides of the business out of that to become more of someone who helps artists and on artist development side and in management. So now I work for one of the most spectacular, magical recording studios in Nashville, called East Irish Studios in Berry Hill, and it's like I pinch myself every day when I walk through those doors. I'm like, are you kidding? I get to help organize this and help people live their dreams, cutting music and original music at that, and then help artists get to the next level for them. So that's so the thing is like everyone's like, but you gotta sing because I'm a singer. I get it. And we stumbled upon this opportunity through a mutual friend that was also singing with the band one night. She was opening for them one night, and I sang backup for her for fun. And I was just like, what is this thing? The 80s like boy band? What is this? And as the show went on, I was like, same thing y'all were talking about. The caliber of talent was like, and I have a pretty high bar being a professional my whole life as well.
Sure.
And like singing with people like Brenda Lee and Vince Gill and whoever, like pretty high bar. But I was like, dang, these people get it, especially this one.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
entertainer.
He's got.
I got something.
Yeah.
I
The
got something.
entertainer of life, and I was like, I want to be a part of this in any capacity. And when we got the call to like participate, just as friends of the band and come in and perform, we were like, no hesitation. This is a joy for us. So I actually tell people all the time, what do you do for a living? I say everything that I just told you, but I say, but I also sing in this 80s band once in my life. It's a really big deal to me. So anyway, I will talk you all to death. This is my husband, Sean.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Sean, good to meet you.
Sean,
Good
man.
Yeah, so I got my start. I mean, I started in high school doing like musical theater and different shows. Decided to go to college for musical theater and music. And out of college, like pretty much right away, I started auditioning for Broadway musicals. Not Broadway Nashville, but Broadway New York.
Yeah.
And
different Broadway.
Different, totally different Broadway.
Yeah. And I got very, very fortunate. And the first audition I ever went on was a show called American Idiot, which was the Green Day rock musical.
Yes.
With Billy Joe Armstrong.
Okay.
That's right.
So I booked the lead in that musical. So I came in actually for like the last 3 months of the show and took over for one of the lead roles, a guy named John Gallagher Jr., who's an amazing artist and gone on to do incredible things as an actor and musical theater actor as well. And during that time, I realized that like I want to form a rock band. So I found some friends, just mutual friends that I had met in the city and through the cast members, and we formed a rock band and started playing Battle of the Bands in New York City and started building more and more hype around our band. And then we ended up going on a show called VH1's Make a Band Famous on VH1 back in 2015, 10 years ago now. And we won the show, and we got signed to Republic Records out of that show. We had a good little run on Republic Records, and then unfortunately, like most band stories, we were a 5-piece pop rock band. And we broke up, so typical. But everything happens for a reason. And during New York, actually during that time, that's when I met my beautiful wife, and she's been super supportive of my career the whole entire way. And the things that we've been able to do together, on top of obviously creating a child, which is the most incredible thing. But we toured the world. She sang in Chile. We've done 5 big major cities in China. We've sang literally all over the world. Wow. So we've been blessed, and now we're here with the Roy Band, and we love it.
Look forward to it every single.
Literally, it's like
wish we did it more.
We're so excited when we get the call from Roy. He's
If
like,
I don't,
hey,
well,
you guys are coming back next month.
if I don't get to visit with them here much, then we just go eat Mexican food.
There you go.
In a few days, and then we can really visit.
You know, I keep waiting for the rep to invite us to go eat. You know, he said he was going to pay for dinner one night.
Oh, absolutely.
But he didn't say which night. So
Well, I need someone.
Hey, you guys can come.
Yeah, I need someone other than me paying for it.
Right.
That's right. I hear you get caught all the time.
We have bingo night at Don Pepe's, which y'all should join.
That's right.
Wednesday nights, right?
Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
So.
There you go.
We'll have to do that. I have to wear my bifocals to see the number.
Right.
But hey, we'll make it work.
I'm telling you, and Kelly has the voice of an absolute angel, but she can absolutely peel the paint off of a mic stand because she can do all the high notes. She can sing anything. She can sing anything. This guy here's got one of the most pure voice. I mean, I had it too when I was 15, but then something happened, you know.
Well, but
And he's not. I'm not saying he's 15 either.
He still looks
But he looks it.
Yeah,
You
they
know.
don't look much past.
I look like I ain't a 15-year-old, you know. But
Right.
just two of the and they just become like family to me. Just two of the most amazingly talented. And I tell you what, you know, Sean has some songs out there that they do everything but preach and take up an offering in a church service. And I hate to say that, but Sean's got some of the most amazing music out there. I even mentioned to him about being on. You guys on Thursday Night Football. You know,
Yeah.
They had a song on Thursday Night Football. It was a theme song. Was that Rise Up?
Yeah, Rise Up.
It was called Rise Up. And it just, I mean, you just want to literally, to me, music is at its best when it encourages people to not give up in their life.
Right.
And he's written that kind of stuff. I need to get him to start writing some of my sermons.
Let's do it. I'm down. You know
But we got some stuff we got cooking with these guys, and they're just, I mean, they're just incredible.
That's going to be a great combination.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thanks for having
And they're going to rock it out
Take
tonight.
you-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Have a great show.
Get out
Tune
here,
into the
folks.
live
You
stream.
still
Make sure
have
if you're
time
watching
to get out.
here.
Yes, live stream's coming. You still have time to make it out to the theater, 1724 General George Patton Drive. If you
Thank you
can't
so
make
much.
it,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. Thank y'all for joining us.
Absolutely.
Oh man, what a night, DC. What a night.
Oh,
It's been
fantastic.
amazing. I almost hate to put a wrap on this, but it's almost showtime. And
Yes,
I'm
it
getting
is.
ready.
Well, we want to see the show.
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't know if you're gonna see the show. I might
Hey, come here, baby. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Sit down with me. You got just a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Sit down with me.
Tammy was
Now,
asking
she's the
me to
true
make another
glue.
spot.
She's the
is-
true glue
Yeah,
of
tell
what's
me.
happening here.
This is the individual that made
She's
all of this possible.
well, all of it. And when I say all of it, she can tell you the story about how. I mean, I wouldn't be up here. You know, you can't be a reverend and stay in your lane, and church people don't get hacked off in some way.
Right.
You know, and so, but I've been so widely diversified in my life, but I put this singing stuff down a long time ago. Shan, she's my baby, so I can hold her hand or whatever. Y'all just turn your head, I may kiss her. But you know, she's one of the most. She runs this entire thing.
Absolutely.
Not only being Roy Barberi's incredible assistant in daily life, but when it comes to this show, I mean,
She is the glue.
you don't look stressed now.
No.
You know, it was.
But
It's almost showtime. So
But
she
one
got
thing
it all in
It's
gear.
almost showtime.
Brady, I also want to say that what an amazing individual she is, because not only setting all this up, setting us up, but then it takes time to make connections with like the Magic Yarn Project.
Yeah.
And kind of follow through. And we
Totally
were kind
cool
of-
80s.
Yes, totally cool
Yeah.
80s. I mean, just does so much, gives so much of herself. I mean,
She
just an
does.
That's
amazing
right.
individual.
That's right.
Shannon, we appreciate everything.
Everything
we
you do.
appreciate you being a family member of the D&D Dynamite 80s, because you know, we wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't
No.
80s. So
No,
thank
no,
you
no,
for
no.
everything. Just amazing.
And I can assure you, I wouldn't be sitting here tonight, which means I got to meet y'all.
That's right.
Right.
That's exactly right.
It's just an incredible.
Exactly right.
It's an incredible life, and you know, anybody out there that loves 80s music as much as we all do,
Yes.
man, you got to support these kinds of events.
Oh, yes.
And
Great
because
point. Great
they
point.
are, it is a diamond in the rough
Yes.
to be able to go and hear 80s music in a number one. My God, I hate to say this, all live, all
Yes.
raw, all authentic.
That's right.
There's not a computer laptop running any background vocals, which I may run out and go buy one real quick because I probably need one tonight. But you know, it's live, and I think it's important. You know, we all went to concerts, and here we go, another hour of this.
Yeah.
We all went to concerts, you know, back in the day, and
Got
we.
my clipboard.
Yeah, you got a clipboard.
Shannon's keeping us on.
That
Here we go.
means cut it.
But you know, and I mean, even you know, the things that we went through. I mean, she was talking about like one of her favorite shows that she remembers was when you saw AC/DC in St. Louis.
Oh my
You know.
goodness. AC/DC, my first concert was Motley Crue, Girls,
Wow.
Girls, Girls in
Oh,
seventh
wow.
grade. That man that sat here,
Yeah, Larry.
he, I guess, somehow allowed me to go to see Motley
He
Crue.
wanted you to
in
experience
seventh
that.
wanted
grade.
you to get that
Seventh
experience.
grade.
Yeah.
He
That's
wanted
awesome.
you to experience it. Yeah.
But it explains a lot about him and
That's
her.
exactly
now, you
right.
know, so
Exactly.
That's exactly
Yes.
right.
and we'll get to go see AC/DC soon because they are coming to
Yes,
Nashville.
they're coming.
They are
Yes,
coming
That's
back.
exactly right.
We got like a couple of weeks there where it's like Metallica's coming for 2 nights in May.
Yes.
AC/DC's right before that. I mean, it's just an incredible.
It's a great place to be.
And, and guys, I'm going to intervene here. I'm going to give Shannon the final thoughts before the show.
The final.
Yeah. How's it looking for tonight?
I think we just need to go rock out.
Let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
think
That's
it's
what
time
we're
to
gonna.
rock
That's what
out.
we're gonna
Yes.
do.
Folks, it is time to rock out. Remember, you still got a few minutes to get here. Even if you get here late, you're going to enjoy it. 1724 General George Patton Boulevard. in
Watch it live on
Brentwood.
YouTube.
Watch it live on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yes, make sure you're joining in. Folks, I'm going to do this pretty quick because I'm ready to go watch the show. Because I end off every week. Always be kind to each other because it doesn't cost anything extra to be kind. DC,
All right, let me get the sponsors real quick.
do it quickly. I can't hear him, but I'll just keep talking.
Heck yeah.
Mhm. You most certainly can. So, hey, Brady,
Yes.
great job. We appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
brothers.
hey,
Thank you.
amazing
It's
job.
been a fun
Amazing
show.
job.
Let me do it again.
Want to have you
We
back
will do it
anytime,
again.
brother. Anytime.
He made it rock and roll,
Oh
didn't
man, he made the show. Hey, we
Absolutely.
look good tonight.
we? We did
We
good.
look good because Brady
Yeah,
was
we
on
look
here with
good.
those questions,
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
telling
so
you.
we needed that fifth wheel.
It's my dysfunction that now makes me a living, you know.
fit right in with us.
Oh, folks.
So we're not doing an either or real quick.
No.
Like, not even coming up with
No.
an either or.
We're going straight into.
We're going
the
in.
band.
Roy Band or Roy Band.
It's all Roy Band tonight.
Roy Band.
Roy Band. That's where we're going
It's on.
tonight. Live stream, folks. Check them out.
As DC always leads us out, keep playing those 80s, my
See
friends.
you next
We'll see you
Wednesday,
next week.
folks. Hey, we're gonna do live shots here in a few